Hi class, I am Andrew White and I am proud to present the Ledger Backup Contingency Plan that will greatly help financial sectors, specifically with my firm. A practice in my firm, which is a practice very common among many financial firms once they get to a certain size and age, is a lot of legacy applications used to store and process all the transactions that go throughout the day for the bank. Now, these monolithic applications use old styles of frameworks and architectures that become outdated, and their very nature makes it very difficult to update, to compartmentalize, and componentized systems that would be easier to scale and manage. The goal of this contingency plan is to provide a recovery strategy so that we are more resilient during the case of a cyber attack and can ensure the integrity of the data. Due to the very nature of data integrity and having this being personal information with transactions and ledgers, this would have to be the responsibility of the risk and fraud team. They would have to devote resources and allocate people to create a initial script that was scheduled to pull the transactions on a daily basis and clone all the ledgers to the backup hard drives. As stated, the server that will house the hard drives will need multiple for the clones. This is for the resiliency of hard drive failure. Also, regular audits and backup processes would need to be taken in order to check and ensure the data integrity. There will also have to be a regular scheduled time to replace these hard drives, as most institutions replace them to avoid the hard drive failure every 3 to 5 years. Now, on to the added benefits of this contingency plan. The exciting thing I'm going to talk about first is the metrics and the insight and behaviors it can give. We could start running analytics to give better resiliency, get some insight into how people are transacting, and run some AI ML so we can better create services for our clients. The next thing is modern application. We could start componentizing the monolithic application to prevent unsupported deprecation. Now, this is a huge thing in old libraries with many applications running into a lot of their dependencies, either APIs or the language they were written in, just being decades old. Componentizing these monolithic applications would allow you to start taking bits and pieces and creating more into services, making like a service focus or a function focused architecture that is just more malleable and more resilient to change, or maybe not to change, but more adaptable to change. They also happen to be scalable instead of, the benefits of being componentized. When you need more resources or a service needs to be it's struggling to keep up with the demand. In a monolithic application, you have to scale the entire application. With a service based or componentized application, whatever whatever section or part of the application has the high demand, you could scale that up. Scaling that up would increase the resiliency and allow you to better serve the clients. Thank you all for coming to my presentation and watching it all the way through. I'm excited to see the rest of yours.